Welcome to my card art. I am making a masculine card today and showing you a car and a beach theme. I really like this old stamp that I had. It said, hurry up and relax. I was thinking, how can you hurry up and relax at the same time? But you can. I'm pointing out the designer of the stamp that actually has their name on the stamp. And I did not want that on there for this project. So after I stamped it out, I trimmed the bottom portion off, and I'm very, very close to the letters, so I can put it on something that's a little bit different. And it's coming up. Just stay tuned. You can always trim your paper close to the edges, cut off things you don't want, alter it. Don't forget it's your project. And a lot of times people might think, oh, I can't cut into it. I can't cut this off. I can't cut it in half. Please do. It's your creation. And I hope my card art one day will become your card art, and you will be very confident in designing and doing your own thing to your own projects. Don't ever be afraid. You can do it. So here I am. I am going to be adding this sentiment onto a ribbon. Yes, I know, a ribbon. They are wonderful, especially wide ribbons. You can use them to make banners and add them on a card for embellishments. I am kind of trying to figure out, do I want to put it on the bottom of the ribbon, my sentiment, or on the top? Or as you'll see, I'll be putting both the ribbons together, maybe use two and put it in the middle, or, how do I want it? Maybe fold one of the edges over for a decoration, but eventually I will decide to just use one part of the ribbon without having two parts to it. I am tearing off a double-sided tape, and then I realized, nope, I don't need it. You know why? Guess why? You guessed it. It's because I stamped the word on a paper that already had a sticky side. This makes your project adhere a lot better. And by the way, if you like what I'm doing here, could you please subscribe, hit that like button, and share, and definitely leave a comment for me. Let me know what number you are. I don't hide my subscriptions. And you guys, if I say I subscribe to you, I give you my word, I did. I don't play those games. I don't click on and click off. When I subscribe to you guys, I stay on. I'm your loyal supporter. You are supporting me. And the least I can do is support you guys back. And I'm happy to do so. And there are so many of you out there that are super talented. So I enjoy learning from you as well. And I'm happy when you share your subjects and your topics with me. So back to my card. I have already created the base, as you can see, and I have adhered my sentiment onto the ribbon. I am adding just a little bit of color, and since this is a masculine card, I am not using crazy pink colors or very girly colors, but I did want to go ahead and bring that sunlight that I added onto the card, the card base that I have already created, and I did want to put a little bit of yellow just to kind of bring the two cards together. I should say the sentiment and the card, because you will see behind the beach chairs, I kind of made the rays of the sun come out. So for a masculine card, you kind of want to keep your colors basic. You might not want to go a little bit too crazy on the colors. Here is another tip from me to you. When you are using a sheer ribbon or any ribbon and you're putting a sentiment on it, do not rely on the tape or the glue. It will come apart within time. Use a secondary device, something else to adhere the ribbon and your sentiment on the ribbon to the card base. So here I'm using brads. I like these. I think I picked them up from either Michael's or Joann's. They're not expensive. They're fantastic, and 112 of them in there. I mean, my goodness, it's a great choice to have at home. Here's another tip from me to you. Look what I got. A cork. They're fantastic to use to push pins in them, or in this case, something pointy, so you're not going to stab yourself in the middle of your project. So the corks from the wine bottles are very handy. Hey, you can have another reason to drink wine because you just need the cork, right? Anyways, I'm placing holes into the ribbon and also the sentiment, and I'm aligning the brad backings so it will not be visible. That way it's not going to show, and your project looks very nice and clean. By the way, at the very end of my video, I do have some surprises. So as I mentioned earlier, I did make my card base, and I cut out the card as well that I showed you, and also added the shimmers on the front, as you see, for the grill of the car. So I'm adding a double-sided tape to help adhere that vehicle onto the card base. And of course, I am also adding a knot to the sentiment. And don't forget, the sentiment is on that ribbon. So if you want to add a single knot or a double knot, it's basically your choice. I just added a single knot. I kind of liked it that way. See, right there? There's the knot. The brad is holding on. Everything is nice and secure. And I'm twisting and adding another knot to the other end. And here I'm adding a little bit of glue to the very delicate areas of that vehicle because the double-sided tape is just not enough to hold it, I think. And you know me, I like to have my cards look very detailed and very complete. I am also spreading out. You see I'm picking that piece of little non-sticky paper up. I'm spreading the glue out. That little piece of paper that I'm holding, that is part of my backside of the double-sided tape that is basically trash. So I'm using that to spread out the glue because the glue will not stick to it, but it's a lot easier and it's less messy than trying to use my fingers. See, right there? Just spread out that extra glue right onto the edge. And I use a tissue, which is another tip from me to you. Work fast. It removes the extra glue, but you got to work fast. A soft tissue will not damage your project. It picks up small little water droplets if you're working with watercolor or glue. It's a very friendly little device that you could use. And right now, I am going to go ahead and trying to figure out which way I'm going to be placing my sentiment. And also, I'm showing you another tip here where you can go ahead and cut your ribbon and fold it in half. So when you fold it in half, you have a little bit of an edge on the ribbon, and it also helps prevent that frayed look, that fuzzy edge that you get when the ribbon is not cut just right. I don't like that. And that's all. I'm trying to figure out where should I put the sentiment. I really don't want to cover up too much of my card, and I want to make sure that the palm trees and the chairs show up. And also the vehicle, because I like that car. And this is all about a man card. So I think guys like cars too, and you don't want to cover up a car. No, we don't want to do that. So here I am. I figured it out. Okay, that's where it's going to go. See how easy it is? There's really no reason to the rhyme. Just put it where you feel it's going to go the best. Now, this sticky sheet, I really like. It's a double-sided foam. I call it a 3D tape. It has a lot of different names, but this is really, really good. I like this one a lot. The reason being that it's also black. So it's perfect on a dark cardstock. And it's also good on a white one because where you're putting it, you're not going to see it. Here's another tip from me to you. There are different names for 3D tapes, such as bumper ups and double-sided foam stickers, but they're all the same thing. Sometimes people call them different, but they're all the same thing. Here, you see this? This is why I also like this tape, because you have the outer circle and you have the inner circle on it. And so you can use this adhesive in different ways. You can just use the outer circle or the inner circle, but here I'm using the whole thing. I am putting the 3D tape on the back of the brad, and this will hold the brad in place and also will bump up that sentiment, and it helps with sticking it onto the project. See, and then I'm just removing the tape on the back and adjusting my ribbon. Sometimes things don't want to bend the way you want them to, but that's okay. You're the only one that knows that, so don't worry about it. There it is. I just made the knot a little bit stronger and pulled on it, and the ribbon went where I wanted to have it go. I'm removing the tape, and you see how those two pieces of circles can come apart? So you can use them differently. I kind of like that. I will put a link below as to who sells this kind of a 3D bumper, and you'll see it in my description. So just scroll on down there if you're interested. I like to put people that I like to support and buy from, just in case if you would like to get something of your own. I never sell anything, but I do like to give my hints and what I like. So I'm taking off all the extra fuzzes and little pieces of glue, and I'm just double checking the project, basically, make it super simple. And here I am with adding some more embellishments. So I got these cute little things. Check them out. They're itty bitty little bees, and they have a foam adhesive on the bottom. And I love this little thing. It's absolutely adorable. Look at them. They're so cute. So I'm actually going to use one. I don't want to use more than one, but I also add a little bit of glue onto the foam to make sure it really does stick well. When you're using things that are a little bit larger or bulkier, you want to add extra extra glue, extra tape, whatever you need to make sure that they stick well and they don't fall off your project, your card. Because obviously people are going to keep your card a lot longer than a store-bought card. When you make something, people actually love it, they enjoy it, and you'd be surprised what smiles you can bring on someone's face with a handmade card. So don't ever feel that your cards end up in the trash or something. I'm certain they don't. So here I am, I'm getting some more embellishments, and I have different colored ladybugs. Yes, I like ladybugs. They're absolutely so cute. So I'm going to choose a red one here. And I'm keeping the idea that this is for a man. It's a man card. So I didn't want to use any pink or any colors like that. I wanted to, keep it masculine for this person because I know the person who received it. And again, I'm just taking the backing off the foam tape, adding my Nuvo glue. And you can use any glue that you have at home. Just make sure it dries and doesn't wrinkle your paper, and it does the job that you need. But that little extra glue is really helpful when you're using embellishments that are larger. Believe me. So here I am again, just trying to figure out where I will be placing my little ladybug. And I decided, remember on my last video, I said you want to use odd numbers, not even numbers. It makes your projects look a lot better. So I'm adding a little blue ladybug too, just because it correlates with the car. I thought the colors kind of match really, really nicely. So again, I'm just taking off that extra tape right there. And I thought maybe I should put it, off to the side. And then I decided, nah, I kind of want to keep it the way it is. And see that sunlight I was talking about earlier in the back behind the chairs and the umbrella and the palm leaves and the palm trees? Well, that's the yellow that I added onto the sentiment. The one that says hurry up and relax. The one that I really like. And I created a little bit of a road also where the car is coming out. So it kind of gives the illusion that, he's leaving from that area. Anyways, this is pretty much it, you guys. I am so happy that you are here. Thank you so much for joining me and subscribing and sharing your love and support. And don't forget to leave me a comment. And I will definitely check out your videos as well. And love to share the love. You know me. You guys, thank you very much. Thumbs up to you and thumbs up to me as well if you like my video. And this is my card art checking out. And don't forget, please subscribe. And I do have some secrets at the very, very end. Thank you. You guys take care. Bye.